just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Bridgewater on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Bridgewater. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man in.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Gordon's got it. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. For their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamlin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have step, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the give, this is Eckler, able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete to Cook. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Bridgewater.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down at 4.
Bridgewater now. That's complete. It's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Teddy Bridgewater. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Draymond Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Bridgewater.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bridgewater. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Play fake. Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. His time is run out on this ball game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.